2 yards behind the line. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Bearcats come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Out wide right, it's Williams. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw one first. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. DB's right up on the receivers. Again, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some spin. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right side, it's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver comes in motion. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Oh, pressure's coming. Just got rid of that one.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Look out! And down he goes. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got the back over the middle. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. Crosses the 40. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
First down, right back to Brown. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. The Golden Flashes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes...
And he intercepts it in their end zone.
Yeah.
And the golden flashes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here's the return from inside the 25. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. From the gun, it's Jackson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Iamaleava on the play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Left side, it's Jackson. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Right side, it's Green. On the move at the 30. Makes the catch, and he's free. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. The corners are walked up tight. Reed. Out wide left, it's Jackson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back. It's Reed. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Reed to the air again. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The golden flashes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hits inside, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Green. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Reed. Rush is on. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Second down to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. He'll take a shot. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Kent State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line.
Bingo, Ruben! Bingo, Ruben!
Iamaleava under pressure. Got his man downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Warhawks! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Reed. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Blasted as he lets it go. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Again, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy 1st down.
The golden flashes are marching down the field. Reed throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Green. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the golden flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Reed to the air again. Fires left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Reed. Out wide right, it's Barney. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Here's Reed to throw. Left side is Barney. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The golden flashes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the golden flashes are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, golden flashes. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. And lucky for them, they got that football back. You want to hand off some momentum? That would have been the way to do it. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Trying to get started.
The return runs it out to the 30, and the Kent State offense will take over 1st and 10.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick give. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Marsh. Got enough for the first down. Got a little grass. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Kent State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And he added the extra point. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Searching for space. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Imaliava. Right side, it's Jackson. To the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. This time he's got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Burrowing for yardage. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UL Monroe!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Reed unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Look out! Takes a hit as he fires. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
He's taking the shot. A full dive to haul that one in. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
First down for the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's Reed to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Golden Flashes want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. These corners going to give them some space. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Defense in press coverage. 4th down, Reed. Going for it all. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He's past the sticks. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Warhawks! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
The Golden Flashes offense ready to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing Reed. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Turns it upfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Again, it's Reed. They're all over him. This one's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Reed fires to the middle, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Reed throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Green. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's a first down.
And the golden flashes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end zone, wanted to get in so bad, just gets knocked out of bounds right before the goal line. But right now, this quarterback has a lot of confidence when he's thrown to this guy.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Escapes the pressure going right. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to finish this quarter with a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Here's Reed to throw. Right side, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter.
Kent State, 23.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover.
Trash. Bye. Yeah, bro. They be doing that, man. They be on some bull drive, bro.